so-called black women, Big Keisha, Big Shirley. And she thought that was funny. That was amusing. This big, overgrown, morbidly obese, high-calorie Big Shirley went into a restaurant with and she got it looked like a weave in her arm. So she's bald-headed, of course, weave on her forearm, half naked, pretty much naked. And she walks in there and do what a beastly creature would do.
The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So we got a bunch of chicks mad. Okay, so the NFL draft just happened about maybe a week ago or so, right? Recently. And so black women were upset. And this is the only post that I captured, but I saw plenty of comments about black women being really upset that a lot of the draftees, black male draftees, were there with a lot of white women as their girlfriends and as their fiancés and things of that nature. As you can see right here, so I'm not even gonna lie, seeing all black athletes with white girlfriends at every draft makes my blood boil. It's borderline shameful. No, it's actually quite shameful, but not because they're with white women, but because they couldn't be with you.
I'm just telling you what they have told me. My man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? He said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they start, they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps, for her hair and nails. I said, oh shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some. Why are all these black college athletes that are going to get some fucking ice cream? My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Cava Bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends were telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one, but if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really, And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it.
Bon Dieu qu'on lève mon entité, si ou gen la foi, non, tout ça va faire. Oh oui, alléluia, bon Dieu qu'on lève mon entité, bon Dieu qu'on lève mon entité, si ou gen la foi. Moun qui dit ou pas marié, bon Dieu Israël là, c'est un bon Dieu fidèle en pile, oui. Oh, moi, où est ta victoire? Oh, moi, où est ton église?
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and even the elder bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren, right? All you that support the ministry. That includes you few sisters as well, which this video kind of pertains to. and shalom to the elect. Shalom. So anyway, and the reason why I said which this video pertains to, because if you're a sister that follows this truth, you ought to be damn sure thankful that the Lord don't have you bugged out like that. Just as the men, right? The Lord, there's men in the world who support this behavior, right? So this video came from GMS Vegas Sit Downs 144K. I'm sure you probably have subscribed, but if you haven't subscribed to his videos, he finds some of these crazy videos, you know. And he went into the Big Shirleys, and a lot of you may not know who Big Shirley is or where it comes from. I think Apostle Rakar, maybe, I'm pretty sure, coined that notion of Big Shirley, which came from the 70s sitcom What's Happening. And you see this picture here, the woman with the bush. She was very rude, you know. She was arrogant, right? She was lazy, proud, didn't want to work, and obnoxious. So that was the face of Big Shirley, right? And then they had another one on Martin that came along. So that's where that term comes from, right? I remember hearing Elder Apostle Rakar say this, the Big Shirley thing, a lot, and I already registered and knew, being an older brother, I kind of knew what he was talking about. But anyway, I want to do a short commentary on this, as I watched the brother's video, and this woman that have arms as big as Ronnie Coleman's. It said Ronnie Coleman had muscles. I left that in the comment. And linebacker legs, Joe Theismann, you know. But this is what the Lord has reduced us to. This is black culture. That's what black culture is. And a lot of this stems from a lot of the rap music and in the hip hop, even going back in the day with the twerking. Every woman wanted to be seen in the screen. Even to this day, it's crazy how certain things just never changed. I remember back in the day with Luke, they call him Luther Campbell. His original name was Luke Skywalker, but he had to change that name because of the Star Wars or whatever. And all his videos, he was a so-called sexually liberated rapper, and he always showed women in there twerking and shaking their behinds. And then it became a culture, and it moved forward into the rap world, and now it's made its way into the restaurants. So you see how black culture has totally dismantled, right? Been totally dismantled with family and society in general. Okay? Now they talk about the black community. The word commune means the coming together, right? There is no community, right? It's all wickedness. And fast forward to this woman, the Crimson Cure, right? I'll get to that in a second. This is Isaiah 3, and because I got to read a scripture. It's one of those commentaries, but you got to read the scriptures to go with it. It says, Isaiah 3:16, moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, right, and walk with stretched forth necks, right, and that would be Big Shirley, right, and wanton eyes, okay, walking and mincing as they go, making a tinkling with their feet, right. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head, meaning baldness, right, baldness of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover her secret parts, right, and it's more on that. But as I was saying, the Crimson Cure, the woman, she expresses femininity to the so-called black community, to the black woman. You know, she may have to hit some of those Eves and put them in order, you know, when that day comes. You know, the Lord going to have women set up, you know, certain women set up to put, you know, these women in order. Because first of all, how are they going to learn? As Titus say, under the rulership of the men of the Lord, a woman is going to know how to be a woman under the men of the Lord, and then they're going to teach their daughters what to do. As you go to the book of Titus, I believe the 2nd chapter, when it says the aged woman shall teach the woman to be sober, to love their husbands, and so forth and so on. It makes sense why they want to ban the Bible. Now, going on to the video, okay, I'll tell a quick story. When I was younger, okay, and playing basketball, me and the guys who played, my brother and different people played basketball. We lived in like some type of group home, and it was Edomites, or we could say some of them might not have been Edomites, but there was white girls there. Okay, and every time we finished playing basketball, they knew what we would drink. We would get a Gatorade or a protein shake or whatever. And it fast forward in time, when we start playing, right, after the game over, we'll have the Gatorade, the flavor we like, the shake we like, all the other Jakes, the things that they wanted, you know, because if you're the popular guy, you get it, right? And the shirts and everything else. And then you start looking and you start seeing, wait a minute, they were trying to figure us out and trying to give us what we liked. And they knew that was a part of what it took to be feminine. And it goes to show you the upbringing, right? And the crazy thing is, I had a so-called black girlfriend, right? And then she saw it, and then she started trying to buy shirts and things to keep up with that. So you can clearly see today's mindset. They don't know, and going in the back in the day, they don't know what it is to be a woman because they haven't been taught to be a woman. And the men don't know how to be men because they haven't been taught to be men. Also, I'll go in this commentary. It says the black woman is getting pissed off because the black, that makes their blood boil, that black athletes are with white women. But there's no blood boiling when the black woman is with the white man and all the athletes and all the rich, so-called rich white men or whatever man they have. No, there's no drama, right? No problem. As long as the black woman is okay to be with the white man, that's fine. The black man decides to be with the white woman. I mean, as long as, let me say, the black woman is okay to be with the white man, that's fine. But if the black man, so-called black man, mess with the Edomite white woman, now that's a problem. Now your blood is boiling. And you know, you got to say, well, wait a minute. I thought they hate us for saying that we are, or come against us because we're this hate group and we hate nationalities and what God loves and don't love. But then here you see the very well hatred that they say we have, they are spewing out all over social media. Look at the hypocrisy. No wonder they want to do away with the Bible, right? It says, in that day the Lord shall take away their bravery and their tinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like a moon. Round tires like a moon. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers and the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs. So you can see there's no new thing under the sun. And their headbands and their tablets. So you can see that they're proud. Now I'll say this. Nothing's wrong with a woman twerking. As long as she twerks under the roof and the door of her husband. Right? That's when it makes sense. If you're going to twerk, you're supposed to twerk for your husband. But now we see a culture, the liberated Eves, and their culture is twerking in front of everybody. And this goes to needing attention. That's what they need. It's all about attention. If you have something on that attracts everybody's attention, and say you walking into some arena and you're getting all this attention, but you're not rich, so you're not well known. Do you know the Eves will look at you in disgust because they see you getting the attention and they're not getting it? It seems as the Eves has become jealous. These beasts has become jealous of their own men. So they don't want to be, they're not, as the Crimson Curers say, they're not so mad that they're with the white woman. They're mad because they're not with them. And really what it boils down to is these men are making big dollars and they want to be a part of that. They don't want to be with the man. It's all about the money. But remember, we were always told that the woman is delicate and she's sweet and you have to take care of her and she's loving and she'll do anything for you, right? Anyway, let's go to Ciroc. And that video clip I put in, it's a shame. It's a shame. I don't even know if that Eve is still walking the earth at this point. Maybe she's out of her misery at this point. Anyway, it says, Sirach 26 and 25, a wicked woman is given to the portion of a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. See, these type of situations are created a lot of times by the Jake. See, there's always some thirsty Jakes that love this type shit, man. That's sickening. And it's just out of control. And then you create this situation, and then you put it out in the media, and then these women, the man will love it, his tongue will hang down to his knees, right? And he'll go crazy and messing with this woman. And then you know what happened when they break up? She knew it worked for that man, so she's going to carry that same behavior into many other situations. Let me say that. Now, the dishonest woman contenteth to shame, but an honest woman shall reference her husband. Now, I'm going to read this because, again, they want to ban these scriptures, you know. A shameless woman shall be counted as a DOG, right? But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. Isn't it a shame that we can't even read this out right without there being some issue? There was a man who had a restaurant and told them not to twerk. I didn't put that up because I know if I speak on that, it'll come down. But he told them, get the F out of my restaurant if you come in here to twerk. If you're going to come in here to eat, if you're going to come in here, I'll service you through what the business, what the business promotes. But if you're coming here and you want to twerk and you want to shake your booty and do all that, take that effing stuff outside, we don't want it. Do you know his whole restaurant caught flack? So we can see the woe to them that call evil good and good evil, right? So you can see that wickedness has run amok, right? But we're exposing it. Isaiah 47 and 1. I don't have it up, but I think it says something about the secret skirts. Let me get that. The Lord would discover her secret skirts. I've read that a lot. I don't know why I don't remember it. I'm not going to quote it, so I'm just going to read it. Come down and sit in the dust or something like that. Isaiah 47 and 1. Yeah, it says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the throne, there's on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, represent Edom. See, Proverbs 29 tells you when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And you can see the people are mourning. And you men, you don't realize that you followed the whoredom, but amongst following the whoredom, you've been entrapped, right? Being tested or, having your own testosterone used against you. Your own hormones, your own spirit is used against you because you want the woman. But now, because they've been so lifted up and black culture has put them on the throne, right? And as Revelation 18 says, they live deliciously and has put them on the throne. Now the people that you've created have now turned against you and think you're nothing. Now these same women, right, that's twerking on the tables and this and that, will claim a husband have to take care of them. He can't cheat and this and that. But if you're Steph Curry and you got a hotel room, all these same women will line up to be in that room with Steph Curry. Guarantee it. And they could be married, engaged, whatever you want to call it, betrothed. Guarantee it. It'll happen. This is why you don't, even in these Israelite schools, you got to be careful with the women. Because the women are going to look for the men with the power. You can have a situation in the school where you want to match, right, 500 women, right? Let's say there's 500 women and only 200 men. You can match it like that. 500 women and 200 men. Now, out of the 200, 50 of them are popular. Who do you think the 500 women going to go to? They're going to try to flock to the 50. And if the 50 are all taken up, they're going to hypergamize themselves to the next level, or dehypergamize to the next level, and then the next level, and to the next level, until they're all filled up. And then you're still going to have women left out. See, that's why it's all out of control, man. And why men had more than one wife. But this is what happened when the scripture says, give not wicked women liberty to gad abroad. You know? So anyway, I just wanted to do a short commentary on this, or I don't know if it's short, but the brother and elder of GMS Vegas sit-downs, I think his name is Karatazar, did this video, and it intrigued me to do the video. That's all I want to. Shalom.